Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome into Saturday Morning Live. Look at that. Up early and everything. Up early and really early for me, to be online, to be on a live. But welcome in, everybody. It's so good to see everyone. I'm glad that you guys are here today. I'll make the introduction kind of short for you since we do have some people kind of rolling in. It's weird because on my Mac, or I'm sorry, on my iPad, it says we have 28 people in here. And then on my computer, it says we have 105. So if you guys could like the video, that would be great. That'll show me how many people are in here. Or if you just want to pop into the chat and say, hello, hey, I'm from wherever. We'd love to know where people are from. And I love to know what number you are whenever you hit the like button. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and we'll get into everything because my mind is blown. My mind is really blown today. I started doing some digging in on this case and then I just went down a rabbit hole. So today, before we get started, Sebastian does turn 16. It's his 16th birthday, and we are no closer to finding him as the day, when he disappeared. So I do want to get that. I wanted to say that first and foremost, that it is his birthday, and I wish that he was here to celebrate it. But I will go ahead and say hi to some people since we have people in the chat, and this is a live. But welcome in, everybody. You will find out who is suing him or rumored to be suing him. But hey, Ioana. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Candy Wrapper. Good to see you guys. Hey, CJK. Good to see you. Hey, Honey Elder. Organized Chaos is in here. Tibbo, DM. It's good to see everybody. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Pancakes. Little Mama. Lucy Craft. Proud Mimi. Steph. Not the Steph. Don't side-eye me. Little Mama. Isabel. Isabel. Hey, Isabel. How are you doing? I was hoping you would be in here this morning since it was so early. Hey, Jen. Hey, Catherine. It's good to see you. Oh, it's so good to see you. Hey, Suze. Hey, Cynthia. It's good to see everybody this morning. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Stephanie. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Fred. Hey, Suze. I think I said Suze, but that's okay. Hey, Thor. Hey, Bayou Babe. Hey, Jen. You're from Ohio, too? Me, too. Look at that. Ohio twinsies. Hey, Slim. Hey, Mountain Treasures. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. Hey, Princess Elsa. Okay. Thank you, Grammy's Place. I appreciate that so very much. In Kentucky. Oh, very close. Very close. Yes, I do. Oh, in other creators' lives, Mike. Oh, that's because if I always say this, if I'm in another live and I don't say hi back, it's not because it's because I didn't see it. It's because a lot of the times I'm cleaning or doing something while I'm watching the live, and then I'll come out of nowhere and I'll say something like into the talk to text. So usually my messages are all like rambled. They don't even sound right. But hey, Mike, no, of course I'll say hi to you. Hey, Susan Sleuth. I thought, oh, family in Dayton. That is awesome. That is right beside me almost. And I am very close to Columbus. Wow. I used to live in Columbus, actually. I used to live in Upper Arlington. I know you are, Mike. Okay. So I hope Sebastian comes home today. Wouldn't that be incredible? He did turn 16 today. Yep. And that's what I was thinking last night whenever I was getting ready for bed, when I was just thinking back to my 15th, my 16th birthday being 15, going into my 16th birthday. And I think you guys can all remember that. And just the feeling of, you don't want to go to sleep. It's like the best Christmas, the best Christmas Eve ever, because, you're looking forward to getting your driver's license. You get that little bit of freedom, just being 16, that's just a special day. So I really do hope he comes home today myself. I really, really, really do. It's been going on way too long to where we don't have any answers at all. We need some answers, whether it's good or bad. I think at this point, the parents need answers, all of the parents. So if you guys didn't get a chance to see Seth and Tony talk on Seth's panel last night, you'll get the chance now. I may speed them up a little bit if they are slow, because usually they are pretty slow talkers. So we don't have to be here all day for it because I have a bunch of stuff to show you. I'm just starting with the thing I feel like most of the people have saw first, and we'll go from there. But let's see. So today I do have a lot to show you. We're going to cover a lot. The live that Seth did last night, that's what we're going to cover. Who may be suing Seth or at least is in a legal dispute with him, who she is. I found out a little bit about her. And then we will check out the video from the Texas Roadhouse that was released of Sebastian and his mom eating dinner the night that he, or the weekend, that he disappeared. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. I haven't watched it yet either. Okay, good. I'm glad. Because I was like, I'm not watching this live. I will be like, I'd rather, because I knew I was going to watch it with you guys. So I'm like, I'm only watching this one time. And I'm not sure what they're going to talk about tonight, but I know that Seth, he said on his last live that he's going to do one live a week, and it's going to be from his perspective. So day 1, day 2 will be one live, day 3, day 4 will be one live. That's how it was supposed to go, but I don't know if that's how it went actually went down. Margot, 21 months. Oh my gosh. We're going to have to get you a 2-year badge. Oh my gosh, that's a long time. You are probably one of the longest members. Thank you so much. Thank you. That means so much to me. It's good to see you, Margot. And I love all the titanium arms in here today. I love seeing them all.
Hello,
Here we
everybody.
go. Hello, everybody.
Hey, Seth. How you doing this evening, buddy?
We're going to speed them up a little.
It's just a day. I mean, I really don't know how to approach it today. It's 1 minute at a time.
Well,
thank you so much, Mike.
Thank everybody.
Thank you.
Sincerest gratitude to everybody being here tonight. Those of you that are following the case and have been supporting Sebastian and Seth from day one know that tomorrow is a very, very big day for Seth. It's been an emotional day today. It's the eve of his 16th birthday, which is December 7th, which is tomorrow. We would ask that you guys keep Seth in your prayers. It's, again, been a brutal day for him. It's really been a brutal week this week. Tomorrow is going to be a very emotional day, which is why we decided just to do a very private gathering. We will be doing a very, very intimate private interview with Channel 2 and Caitlin Quisenberry tomorrow. So we'll get details out for that. Most importantly, what I'd like to do tonight before I turn things over to Seth is I want to let everybody know that we are only going to be talking about Sebastian tonight. By we, I mean Seth. He is going to be talking about his memories, his feelings, his previous birthdays, what he's asking of you folks tomorrow.
It's about time. Really, I've been dying to hear about Sebastian.
We are not going to be taking any questions regarding the case, regarding anything surrounding the case, or anything of that nature. We'll be doing that when we pick up our next live stream and we move into the 3rd day of the first 30 days. The reason I'm telling you this is, as always,
I thought this was supposed to be the 3rd day.
Please be respectful in the chat. We are not asking in any way, shape, or form for anyone to send super stickers or super chats. But if you do that, we ask that you give Sebastian a birthday wish. And if you do that, we will do our best to have those comments read. If it's a question, we just want to be completely upfront. We appreciate the support, but we won't be answering or reading the questions. So again, don't want anyone to feel like we're asking for super chats or super stickers. But if you do, please make sure that their birthday wish is for Sebastian. So can't tell you how much we appreciate you guys. Everyone in the chat, we appreciate you.
That's, Tony Mathis, what we call a soft grift. Asking for money without asking for money. Like if you're going to give us money tonight, make sure you do it for Sebastian.
And all the moderators.
I want to see all the
tough job on the
now
live,
I'm curious.
So we greatly support you and appreciate you. All of our creator friends that are out there, you know who you are. We appreciate you and just thank you for being here at this difficult time for Mr. Rogers. So Seth, take it over, buddy.
I'd like to start off with prayer. Heavenly Father, we come to you today with hearts full of love and hope for Sebastian. On his birthday eve, we celebrate the gift of his life, his light, and the joy he has brought to the world and me. Though he is not with us right now, we hold on to the promise that no one is ever truly lost in your care. Bless him with protection, with comfort and guidance wherever he may be. Surround him with warmth, peace, and kind souls to watch over him. Strengthen our resolve and renew our hope, even in this time of need and in the moments that feel hardest to bear. Grant us patience as we search, courage as we continue this journey, and unwavering faith in the power of love to bring him home. May Sebastian's light shine brighter than ever, drawing him closer to those who long to embrace him again. We pray for the community of Sebastian's army, for unity, persistence, and compassion, so that together we can honor his life and his story with every step we take. I'm asking everybody to continue to have faith, because we can bring him home. We can find him. I need people just to, if you see something, say something. Amen.
Amen.
A 100%. TBI 100% had that. They already had the Texas Roadhouse footage. They've already had all of that. They've had that probably since the first few days. So the stuff that Nick's putting out, it's nothing new to the investigation. It's just new to people outside of LE.
It's been a real difficult week for me. I'm hoping that that I am not the only one that is feeling the way that I am. I don't know what Sebastian is feeling. He should be here. He should probably be in his room right now, waiting for tomorrow to either open up presents, go out, go to the park, go play go karts, laser tag, the things that he likes to do. And he is not here right now. My condolences for any person who has had to have to deal with this sort of stuff with their own children. It is not, it's an indescribable heartache. You just don't know how you do it. Every day, every moment. I miss my son. I just miss him. There's not really much, there's not words to describe the emptiness that you feel inside when your children aren't here. It's really hard. You know, I was looking through pictures earlier today, his first birthday. I've showed some of y'all the first pictures. I've showed the community a lot of pictures that he's had. Cakes, his favorite green icing, even when he was a newborn, first year old, eating cake just all over his face, opening presents. There's nothing watching him open up his presents, because it doesn't matter what it is. He just wants to open it and see what it is. It's that look in his eyes when he's getting ready to discover something new. I'd like people to understand that I appreciate you all supporting the cause of Sebastian's army to find him. You guys don't understand how it is for me. He's been the only thing, I remember when I first found out my wife was pregnant. And it's like, oh God, I'm going to be a dad. And then all the doubt that comes into your mind. Am I going to be a good dad? Am I going to be the right person for Sebastian? Am I going to be the rock that he needs? Am I going to be the rope that holds him up? Am I going to be the shoulder that he'll be able to talk to, lean on? You know, am I the right person? Am I going to fail? I mean,
I'm not trying to nitpick, but did you hear him say anything about supporting him financially? I didn't. Like giving him a better life than myself, going out there and getting me a career. You know, I don't know.
it all goes through your mind, and it's not just once. It's over and over and over.
I couldn't imagine though.
It doesn't matter how long. He's 15. He will be turning 16 tomorrow. And it still goes through my mind every day. You know, did I do this right? Did I do that right? You know, and every time that I saw him, and every time he saw me, and it didn't matter, there's just the light in his eyes, the smile, the hug that I would get. It just meant I did it right. I'm doing it right. I haven't failed. I don't accept failure when it comes to being a loving father. These months have been horrible. I mean, just
I ain't never seen nothing like this with the money.
I have never in my life ever known that joy can be taken away from a person by the irresponsible acts of others.
Welcome in, everybody.
One moment, I have to blow my nose.
Just want to welcome everybody in. If you're just now joining us, we are watching the interview, I guess that's what you call it, that Seth and Tony did last night on Seth's YouTube channel. He said that they're only going to be talking about Sebastian and not any of the court filings, court deal, anything with that. But we're going to talk about some stuff about court filings on the channel today. We're going to talk about somebody possibly suing Seth by the name of Texana Fernandez. And you're going to find out where she lives and where she's from, you know, and because it's on her Facebook, it's public. We'll go and we'll revisit Nick the Hat, Cat the Hat, because he's put up some Twitter posts, and also at night. And then they put up the video of Sebastian at the Texas Roadhouse, and we will watch that too. So thank you for being here. If you guys don't mind, it's free to do. I know creators, they torture you with this crap, but if you guys don't mind just hitting the like button, it really does help the channel.
Let me see if I can hit a few of these while Seth's taking a break. Aggie Willett, thank you very much. Gwen Mills, thank you very much. It's much appreciated. Lisa, Sebastian, wishing you a happy birthday, buddy. You're so loved by so many. You brought a lot of people together, which is known as Sebastian's Army. Seth, continued prayers for you and Sebastian. And we'll let Seth read some of these when he needs a little break from talking. But Seth, I'll give it back to you, buddy.
I'm working on it. I'm trying. I don't know if I can even. Do you see when I hit these that they pop up on the screen?
Tony, who you texting?
There's so many that are coming in.
He has asked you a question.
Ginger for prayers for you, Seth. May God cover you with his grace. We are Sebastian's Army. Happy early birthday to your precious son, Sebastian. Wayne Drake Rogers. Hashtag Sebastian Strong. Thank you. I know you've been with us for a long time. Sandy SST. Happy birthday, Sebastian. Can't wait to play Minecraft with you. You're going to have to wait.
Oh my gosh, that's weird. That's weird.
First. Emily Jane. Happy early birthday, Sebastian. We are all here for you and Sebastian. Seth, you and your family, and especially Sebastian, will always be in my prayers. I pray everywhere you are, Sebastian. You are safe, warm, and staying strong. I agree. I want him to stay strong.
Did Bullhorn Betty get kicked out of the group? Does anyone know? Because she's not in the chat. And she normally is. So did she get kicked out of the group? Did she cause too many problems?
Stay strong until we can find you, son. Betty Blake.
And Brittany's not in there neither. Actually, now that I'm looking at it. Did they kick her off the green team?
In it. Happy birthday, Sebastian. Thank you. I think I'm losing.
Oh, wait, there she is, maybe.
Happy birthday, Shining Star. Says
Let's
happy
see.
birthday, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Love you. And pray
don't
day and
see
night
her.
for your sweet boy. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Seth,
Yeah, no, I don't see her.
if you click on those in StreamYard, it should put them on the screen.
I'm clicking on them in StreamYard. That's why.
Okay.
I hope I'm working on this right.
We'll get to some more of these later, buddy.
Like to ask everybody. I didn't want to hold a party or anything for him because he's not here. It's his birthday tomorrow. He's not here. I can't sit there and I can't hold a party for him. He's not here. That just doesn't feel right to me. What would feel right to me is that if you guys spend time with your family, take your kids out, go do something that they would like to do. Just make it a day about family and fun. The things that what would you want to do with your kids if for some god awful reason that you woke up one day or you got off of work one day and
There's Brittany.
you can't see no more. You never expect this. That's Dad. I mean,
Okay. We're going to take a little intermission. Well, actually, he can keep talking.
I always plan for everything. Do I have Neosporin? Do I have Band-Aids? Do I have Quick Stitch? Do I have anything that he might need to do? Trauma kit, a splint, everything that I use either at work or, if he were to get into an accident, allergy medicine, sometimes in case his stomach is upset, all this sort of stuff that you plan for. And then the worst thing, it just disappears. And there is no amount of planning. There's just nothing you can do except for, live in a fortress, have somebody watching over them, doing your due diligence to make sure that your children are safe. And the fact is that there are some horrible people in this world. There are a lot of horrible people in this world. And they don't love kids. They don't love anybody. They don't love their family. And all they want to do is cause harm for people. And that's a horrible drain on humanity. And for each one of those, I feel sorry for them because they won't ever understand what loss or.
Okay, so hold on one second. These all came through and I couldn't get them, so. So far, he has made on this live stream, he has been on this live stream, and this is not memberships. This is just super chats that I could collect. He is over $500. And he's been on for 18 minutes. Y'all better start ponying up. I'm just kidding.
Heartache is.
I was just curious to know, and then also 27 memberships.
Appreciate everybody
at $4 a pop.
But I really would like people to go out tomorrow and enjoy the weather, feel the sun on your face, listen to your kids laugh and play.
I mean, you could take that money and put that towards like billboards or something. That'd be a really good idea.
Whether it's
like
playing
something
frisbee,
like
throwing
that,
a ball, taking them fishing, taking them to the arcade. Let them be kids.
or get him something for when he comes home.
Because it's a fun time. Even if they're around, they stop being kids. And you just gotta let them be kids. I don't know why I do this much more.
Did you let him be a kid? Because I feel like you're kind of saying something about like other people when you say that. He don't know how to mute.
Take your break, buddy. All right, let me see. I want you guys really to hear from Seth, what's in his heart. I will really want to show you
Could you take the chew out of your mouth first? It looks like you got a dip in.
guys appreciation. I want to try to read some of these super chats.
He does have a dip
Justin,
in.
for
Very
all, we appreciate you,
professional.
brother. I hope, Sebastian, you see one day your daddy searched, never gave up, and the army behind him never stopped searching until you were home. Absolutely. Let's see. Lisa in Blue gifted 5 memberships. We certainly appreciate that. Renee, thank you for the super sticker. Aunt and I Crier, happy birthday, Sebastian. Thank you. Loretta Simmons, welcome to Private First Class. Thank you so much. Opal Sisk, happy birthday, Sebastian. Sending lots of prayers and hugs. Absolutely. Christy Lee, thank you for becoming a member. Cognizance and Crime, happy birthday, Sebastian. We're all celebrating you, whether you're near or far. God gave you the best superhero in the world could offer, your dad. Could not agree more. He loves you and will bring you home. Yes, we will.
You're right there.
Debbie W.
Hold on a
Happy
second.
birthday, sweet Sebastian.
Seth just walked past the back of him. Like a freaking ghost. He must have went to the bathroom. Look.
Best superhero in the world could offer, your dad. Could not agree more. He loves you and will bring you home. Yes, we will.
There he is. I didn't know he was there. I thought I saw a ghost. Ponying up. Thank you, Music City Mom, for the $5. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. That's my ponying up ride. That's my ponying up ride. Y'all better get it together over here. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm totally kidding. I just think it's a little much. I think that Seth saw how much the people that you associate with are going to represent you. That's just, my mama used to tell me that. You know, who you are, who you're with. Like you know what I mean? Like if you hang out with bad kids or bad people, or like they're gonna assume that you're the same. I can't believe you just walked by like that. I want to watch it again just because it made me laugh so hard.
Happy birthday, Sebastian. We're all celebrating you, whether you're near or far.
Oh.
God gave you the best superhero in the world could offer, your dad. Could not agree more. He loves you and will bring you home. Yes, we will. Debbie W. Happy birthday, sweet Sebastian. We all love you very much, and we'll be here until you come back home. Praying you're found very soon. Angela's Clips and Giggles. Happy birthday, Sebastian. Thank you. Terry F. Sending my prayers and love to you and Sebastian. Happy sweet 16th birthday. Sense of Soul is in your heart, Seth. Happy 16th birthday, Sebastian. Praying every day you come home soon. Hashtag Sebastian's Army. Seth, I'm going to read one more, and if you're ready, buddy, I'll let you take back over. Spicy Disaster. Happy birthday. You are so special. My grandma is Sebastian and is autistic. Such beautiful minds and souls. Seth, my prayers are with you every day. When we get him home, we need to have a huge party. I could not agree more. Go ahead, buddy.
I couldn't agree more either. I wish he was here today. I would quite literally, I'd be like, Clarksville, please throw a party for my son. I need people to put a lot of personal stuff aside, because this is all personal for me. He's my son. It's all personal to me. And I understand that there's some people out there that don't like me, and that's fine. But Sebastian, he deserves the best from everybody, because the only thing he ever gave was the best that he had. Because that's it. He was a kid. Kids only give the best of what they have. They don't know any better. I just...
Deep breath, buddy. Let me ask you a question, Seth. Ashton, for a few minutes. What would you say to him?
How's it feel to be a year older?
What? That's what you'd say?
Because he's
for a few minutes.
Let me
What would
see.
you say to him?
how's it feel to be a year older?
Your child's missing. And you have one question, or you have a question you can ask them. Wouldn't your question be, where the hell are you? Hello, where are you, Sebastian? Let me come get you. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really not. But like, what? Wouldn't you say, I love you, Sebastian, where are you? Or if you can't even say, if you can't ask a question, just say, I love you. Like, what? How does it feel to be a year older? Thing's proud of me. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Everyone's paying their dues today.
Because he's always telling me I'm older than he is. So, I mean, if I could talk to him, the last thing I said to him on the phone was, I love you. I hope you're having a good day. And I'll talk to you on Monday. Monday came around. He just wasn't here on Monday. There's endless amount of talks that I'd like to have with my son. There's all the catching up from the past few months, almost a year, you know. So much has happened. It's like we play Magic together, and there's been several expansions that have come out. I haven't even played once since this has occurred. But it's like he likes to collect his cards. I'd ask him if he wants to make a new deck, sit down and make a new deck of cards with him. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the PlayStation world, video games that have come out, and it's like, you know, my son would like that. D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, a new edition just came out. You know, he really liked to play Dungeons and Dragons. Do you want the new book, son? I mean, do you want to make a new character? He likes his barbarians. He always likes to play his barbarians. I think it's because he can say the word rage really well. I rage. You know, give me my extra hit die. And, you know, there's just all the creative things that just make him Sebastian. It's like I had a person come over and they're like, do you want me to fold the blankets on his bed? Well, no, I don't. I wash blankets and I throw them on his bed, and then when he can come over, it's like, hey, fresh blankets, smell all nice and good and everything. Which ones do you want? And normally I probably wouldn't get any of them back because he wants all the blankets on his bed. I mean, kid loves whatever you give him. And, you know,
Okay, now Seth said that Katie is a little OCD. Her house was pristine, he said. We've seen, like, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm going to venture to say that Seth didn't offer Sebastian fresh sheets every time he came to stay. I mean, it's not a hotel we're running here.
only thing I ever had to give him was my heart.
Oh. Well, Sebastian, that's all he probably needed, but he's a kid.
I still.
Me and Sebastian do have that in common, though. We both love the blankets. Y'all know me and my blankets.
I'm going to find you, Sebastian. I'm not going to stop. I won't stop until I find you and bring you home. You are my grace, Sebastian, Wayne, Drake, Rogers. You have been my heart and my souls for 15 years, and tomorrow will be 16 years. I will not stop until I find you, son. I can't. You are a part of me, and without you here, I am not whole. See if I can figure this out again. I don't even know really where to start. That's at the very beginning. I'm trying to figure some of this stuff out. May Saint this is from Lisa Rue. May Saint Nicholas, the patron saint of missing children, watch over you, Sebastian, and guide him back home to you. You are not alone in this journey. We stand with you, holding on to hope for Sebastian's safe return. Thank you, Miss Lisa. I really appreciate that. Michelle Bale, my heart and prayers go out to you, Seth, and your beautiful son, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. He is a beautiful soul. He's got the quirkiest smile in the world, and the only person I know who has it besides him is me, which I guess that means I gave him that. or he stole it from me. I don't know. He probably stole it from me. But he can have it. He can have whatever he wants from me. I have no problem. Jill says, "Happy birthday, Sebastian. I am praying for you to come home to your dad." Thank you. Praying, Don Grimes, praying for you, Seth. We love you, Sebastian Wayne, Drake Rogers. Thank you, Leslie. Keep it real for becoming a new member. The simple things in life. Happy birthday, sweet Sebastian. Your beautiful smile and personality captured not only my heart, but many others. Your dad loves you so much. Never gave up, and neither will we. You are loved by many. Sebastian, sweetheart. Yes, he is. Thank you. Justin, thank you. Can't stop, won't stop. I just don't have it in me. I don't have it in from. I can't. There's no stop. Mom's first always. Mom first always. God bless you and Sebastian. Praying he comes home to you soon. I thank you. Me too. Forever, Nikki's mom. A big hug to you, Seth. You are a wonderful father. My heart and prayers go out to you. Your heart is more than enough because it's never good up for him. Thank you. And Kat sees you, says Seth, he will be with you for his 17th birthday. I pray for both of you. It'd be really nice to find him tomorrow. It'd be really nice if Sumner County called me tomorrow and said, "Hey, we have your son." It'd be nice. It'd be really nice. It'd be nice if Don called me tomorrow and said, "Hey, we found him for you." The FBI, TBI, any of them. Call me and tell me my son. Thank you, Pope. Tina D says, "Happy birthday, Sebastian. Your daddy and his army are coming. We will have the biggest party when you return." Much love, Seth. Thank you, Miss Tina. Mr. E's Crimecast, happy birthday, Sebastian. We are here for you. Praying you return home soon. Stay strong, Seth. I'm going to
reading
Mrs.
a
E.
lot of comments.
I'm pretty sure that's Mrs. E. Because she's always under Mr. E. We know that she wears the pants in the family.
Yeah, he needs to change the name of his channel. He's got 2 women on there with him.
Jules on here, Seth, if you become weak, we'll stand strong. Hashtag Sebastian Roger. Strong. Hashtag bring him home. Happy birthday, sweet boy. Please know you are loved. Praying so hard for you with your daddy. And that is from Amaryllis. If I didn't say your name right, I do apologize.
I wonder what people would say or do if Katie started a Facebook, or I mean a YouTube page and did YouTube lives. I wonder what I wonder what all these people that are representing Seth and that are Sebastian's army, what they would think.
Seth, let me ask you a question. Well, we'll wait a second.
What? Hold on. What?
Yes, sir.
I think all of those in the chat, your mod.
Seth was the last word Sebastian spoke to me. Who the hell is Stefan Say? Please tell me this ain't a psychic or something. Oh my God.
Moderators and everybody that supported you from day one would agree unanimously that you are
What,
probably one of the strongest
$100?
individuals that any of us have ever been associated with, seen, met, or had the pleasure of talking
I'm about
to.
to fall out of my chair.
I think you and I would both agree that wherever Sebastian is at this moment, he's not there by choice. That's fair, right?
Yes, sir.
So what we need from Sebastian right now is to be half the fighter that his daddy has been for the last 9+ months. So if you could speak directly to Sebastian, encourage him to keep fighting, encourage him to stay strong until we find him. If you had a chance to speak to him directly, what would you say to him? What do you need from him, Seth?
I need you to remember what I have taught you. Sebastian, you are a fighter. You are a survivalist. I have taught you to never give up on yourself.
Oh my Lord.
Never give up on me. I have told you from the get-go that I will be there. I am not there for you right now, but I am trying to get there to you. And I need you to maintain your strength and your faith to know that I am coming for you, son. I am coming for you. I'm not going to stop. And I need you to remember that I need you to be working towards getting to me. You must stay strong. You must stay focused on your survival. Have faith in me, son, because I'm going to have faith in you. I want to find you. I'm going to bring you home. Just need you to sit there and wait. If you see this, you know my phone number. Area code is 931, in case you forgot that. But 911 is so easy, Sebastian Wayne. Call them and tell them who you are. Tell them that your dad is Seth Rogers. I love you, and I know you can do it because you're a part of me. The strength I have is the strength that you have. The only difference between me and you, Sebastian, is you have more strength than me. You have more faith than me because you're a better version of me. Love you. I will find you. And nothing's going to stop me from finding you.
So they're having a private fundraiser today? Who's all invited? Who's going to come? I mean, a lot of people are from out of state that are following this case.
I want to listen to you smile again. I want to listen to you laugh. I want to hear you be angry with me. I want to hear your voice when you're annoyed with me, when you sit there and you tell me for me to stop harassing you because you're playing a video game and I'm the one that's standing in between you and the TV. Small little things in life. Like, it's time for you to get up. And I'm in there and, pull you off the bed, wrapped up in your blanket and everything, and start dragging you through the floor, into the kitchen. And
What?
you're sitting there, Dad, I'm trying to sleep. Nah, I don't care. I'm up. You need to get up.
Are we serious right the fuck now? Are we fucking serious right now? Y'all know I don't be cussing like that unless I'm real upset. That is messed up. That's not just weird. That's wrong. That is so wrong. I'm going to tell you what right now. Okay. I have autism. I'm autistic. I just was diagnosed this year. So I don't know. I'm sure I've always had it my whole life, but I was that person. Every single morning, my mother would come to wake me up and I would give her every excuse in the book on why I didn't need to go to school that day or I didn't want to wake up. You know what my mother never did to me? She never pulled me off my bed, pulled me through the house, through the kitchen. So he's getting rug burn on his back, I'm sure, because when you're being pulled, your shirt comes up your back. So you're getting rug burn. That's how you're being woken up in the morning. On a weekend, let me tell you right now too, because he had him on the weekend. So this was supposed to be Sebastian's days to be able to go to sleep in, go to bed later, sleep in because he has school throughout the week. This is supposed to be fun time with dad, maybe sleeping in a little bit, but no, his dad said he's awake. So Sebastian has to be awake. I'm going to rewind this back because I can't believe what I just heard.
Bed wrapped up in your blanket, all little things in life.
He said wrapped up in the blanket. No, it would fall off.
Time for you to get up. And I'm in there and, pull you off the bed, wrapped up in your blanket and everything, and start dragging you through the floor, into the kitchen. And you're sitting there, Dad, I'm trying to sleep. Nah, I don't care. I'm up. You need to get up.
Wow.
Wake you up with a water gun again. Come in there and just start, blasting you.
Man, my mom was a saint.
It's
You know what she did to wake us up? Which it should have put us back to sleep more. She would sit there and just like gently, like kind of like rock us a little bit, or even just like tickle my back a little bit because I was a spoiled girl. I'll tell you that. My mom and my dad, with love, I was very spoiled with love.
the fun.
I don't know how I hit that.
I believe a lot of fun. Just watched you grow up. Almost missed out of another year. It's not fair.
Did he just say I missed watching you grow up?
Miss watching you grow up.
Yep, that's what he said, because that's why he has all of his memories are from when Sebastian was 5 or 6, because he only had him like every other week.
Almost missed out of another year. It's not fair. But life ain't fair. Life gives you challenges. I told you this, Lynn. Life gives you challenges. It's how you rise to meet them. Won't always be happy. Won't always be fun. But if you persevere, we'll get through it.
So, folks, it's been a very long day for Seth. It's going to be an even longer day tomorrow. We're going to call it a night tonight. I can't tell you guys how much we appreciate you. We appreciate your support. I know, as you guys know, we are definitely
He said we got to cut this short.
not content creators. We, I'm sure, left some of the comments out. Please know it was not intentional. We're very sorry for that. We appreciate all of them equally. Super chats, super stickers, memberships, and just positive comments in general in the chat. We appreciate all of them equally. Seth, brother, we love you.
Another
You
100.
have so much love. Sebastian has so much love. He's going to feel the love tomorrow wherever he's at. I'm sure of that. The one thing I would ask is to echo what Seth said. If you have children at home, hug those children. Don't fight the small fights.
You know what I was actually planning on doing today? Putting up flyers for Sebastian for his birthday, because I don't have kids to hug. I got dogs.
Remember what Seth is going through, and remember that some battles with children just aren't worth fighting. So love your babies, hug your babies. In Sebastian's honor, take them to do something fun tomorrow. Take them bowling, take them to play laser tag, take them to sit in the park. If you don't have the financial means, go sit in the park and talk to them. Tell them a
In
story.
December.
Again, we appreciate all of you guys. You'll never know how much you're appreciated at this particular time. Seth, do you have anything to say before we hop off of here, buddy?
No, except for thank you everybody for showing up. Please remember, your kids are really the only thing you have in life. Your kids and that significant other that helps you create them. Those are the people that just, you need to remember that those are the people that really matter in your life. And it doesn't take much to have fun. It doesn't take.
He did say that he would squirt him with the water gun. Did you hear something else? I don't know how far back it was. We might have been. I can't remember if it was like Seth was on the screen. We can go back. We need to
sit there and enjoy time with somebody. Sit down, read a book. Sit down and, play a board game. Play cards. Go for a walk. Just remember your loved ones and let them know that you're there for them. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, that was it. Okay. Okie dokie then. So let's go over here, because we were talking about earlier. I was telling you guys about Seth is in some sort of legal something or other with a lady named Texana Fernandez. Does anybody know who that is? Because I sure as heck don't. I wonder what this one was. The Fallen Brewery. Okay, whoa, rabbit hole time. Okay, all right. Following me? Are you following me? Are you all listening? Because I don't know what this is about, but we're going to try to figure it out. Let me get the comment down. Let me put me down here so y'all can see the screen. I just went under. Let's go back. Okay. So this is when you pull up Texana Fernandez under the Montgomery County online court record system. She has one case. She has 4 cases. One that is open, one that is disposed, right? So I wanted to go to the disposed one just to see what it was about. The filing says that it's, or I'm sorry, right here it says Texana Fernandez versus the Fallen Brewery. That's where they were having all them biker rallies, is the Fallen Brewery. Okay, hold on. Oh, the lady trying to record at their brew with the pets. Wow. We're already in the hole with you. I know. I'm like, what? Oh my gosh. So, okay. Because I just started looking into her today, this morning. So then when you go to, okay, so she has that disposed. Let's go back to that actually. Additional parties, the Fallen Brewery. It doesn't say anything like too much. Civil summons served other party. Filings defendant. Filing for, okay, civil summons. She's filing against them. So I don't, oh, wow. So she's pissed. I could just say. That's probably what this sounds like. It was at Seth's event, so she had to sue him. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you, Naomi. And thank you for being a member for 13 months. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you. That's a long time. I don't take that. I don't take that lightly whenever I see those big highlight numbers. I don't take any of our members lightly, but especially the milestones are my favorite. When you guys go through like the first month, you get a certain arm, and then like a titanium arm, and then the 3 month, the 6 month, and the year. And it's just fun to see the arms change colors. Now I'm going to have to make some more. So then we go to her one that's open. Let me share this with you here. This is the one that's open, and it's Texana Fernandez versus Seth Rogers. This was filed on the 5th. And it is a summons. Well, so Cluminati got summoned. Not sure why. But, and then this Jay Spain person. I don't know if that's the person that maybe owns the Fallen Brewery or has something to do with them. Where did additional parties here? So then you got Seth Rogers, and he's the defendant. You got Ricky Smith, which is a witness, which we all know who that is. It's Clue. I mean, her name's out there. And then Jay Spain, who is an officer. So I wonder what's going to happen with this. What do you guys think? Because, I mean, if you're in a public place, you can videotape it. Did they close the whole bar down for this private gathering? Because if the whole bar wasn't closed down for this private gathering, they have no suit on her. She can videotape in public. Just because Seth said no doesn't mean that it's, no. They kicked her out. Oh, I think I remember that. Clue J and the plaintiff all have video. Wow. I'll have to go back and look. I was listening to Clue last night for a minute, but I didn't see this part of her life. So yeah, I'm gonna have to dig into this lady a little more. So she's from Clarksville. She's because Montgomery County, Tennessee, I've looked it up. It's Clarksville. So same town that Seth is from. So did they know each other prior to this? Like prior to Sebastian going missing? Oh, Music City Mom, that's so awesome. Oh, she didn't know anything about it till last night. Well, only open to certain public. See, I feel like, I don't know. Oh, it happened in Clarksville? So it must have been, I'm wondering why she's suing the Fallen Brewery then. Yeah, Reba. Yep, the 12th. Yeah, his birthday's coming up. I have some presents to wrap for him today. I got him new shoes. The kid hadn't gotten new shoes since I bought him new shoes 6 years ago or something. But they were so good. They're Noble. If you ever have heard of that brand, buy them. They're worth every penny. He has 2 pair, and like literally they're now just falling apart. I was like, you need new shoes. So I'm wondering why. Okay, the Fallen Brewery, though, isn't that in Hendersonville? Also, no one's been served. Probably because it was on Friday when they, or wait, no, it was Thursday. Oh, they forced her out. They touched. Oh, in your opinion. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, maybe we'll find something out more about it on Nick the Hat's page, Cat in the Hat. This is where we left off with Cat in the Hat. This is the 5th of December. It says, let me see, I forget if it goes up or down. I think it down. A PI can't help you conceal a crime that makes them an accomplice. Not in my opinion. That's a fact. Don't, like, what do you mean? We see you. On February 23rd, a plan was hatched, but their stories didn't match with a pair of socks. That house was nothing short of a staged scene. Why is there no evidence? Because nothing happened there. Yeah, you're right. Nothing happened there. That was criminal. You're absolutely right. Then they have this new one where they raised the reward. Why? I don't know why they raised it to this number. I have no idea. It's weird. $225,155. $155. Why even put that on there? Keep the 155. Just make it 225,000. Like, no one cares. If it's 220, they're not going to get the money anyway. I mean, it's fake money we're giving out here. And then it just says Dog Nation. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers turns 16 tomorrow, and we're getting closer than anyone thought to bringing him home. Why is the reward now higher then? If you're that much closer to bringing him home, dog. Just curious. This is a video that Nick put together. It has like music behind it, so I can't play it. But I will play the video for Texas Roadhouse in just a moment. What does it say? Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is turning 16 tomorrow, and he should be surrounded by his family and friends celebrating this special day, but instead he's far from home. We don't know that. With strangers. What? And miles away from the ones who love him. This is a tough reminder that no child should ever have to celebrate their birthday without their family, and no parent should be without their child. Next year, when you return to your true home, what's your true home? Seth's duplex? We promise to make your birthday celebration unforgettable. Until now, we're sending our thoughts, prayers, and unwavering love to Mr. Rogers and those closest to Sebastian. We can't wait to meet you, Sebastian. This is probably Seth's thing. Video, yeah. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to say that again. This is crazy. This is weird. Yeah, this is just weird. Let's watch the video of, this is the video, if you guys haven't seen it yet, of Sebastian and Katie at Texas Roadhouse eating alone. She'll get on her phone. I mean, I know people are going to pick apart this video and say things. I just know it. I know it, but there's nothing here. This is just two people, a mother and her son, having lunch or dinner at a restaurant. And to me, I almost feel like playing this. I feel like it's almost like digging into their own personal, private life in a way. I guess I could play it while I'm talking. There's no sound. Like they're just chit-chatting. She's checking her phone. Looks like she's done with her food. Sebastian has on right now white socks with black shoes, jeans, and that black shirt. People were talking about this being the black shirt that he disappeared in. No, it's not, because it was long sleeve. I don't know who was saying that last night. I heard it somewhere. His shirt was long sleeve. It wasn't short sleeve that he went, that he disappeared in. Oh yeah, they'll be IDing the people in the background. Oh, you got it. You're absolutely right. They're going to be, they're going to know the servers by name. Silver's already got kicked out of there. Silver's on the scene, can't even go in there. Really, Jujubee? Oh my gosh. I bet you they did, because she has no freaking content. She's been playing Duchess's live for this whole time, and then people will ask her a question about the live, and she don't even know the answer. It's insanity to me. Katie looks really good here. And just think about this. Think of Katie. She doesn't realize that this is the last meal she's going to eat with her son until he comes home, you know. This is their last dinner together. Wonder what he's eating. Looks like a pasta. I'm just curious, because I'm a picky eater. And I know he looks like a picky eater too. Looks like she just dropped off the check. Or no, more bread. Okay, she gave him more bread. I mean, to me, it looks like they're just having, you know. I bet you he's saying he doesn't want that bread because like it's too hard or something. I don't know. And she looks at hers like maybe he wants this one. But yeah, I mean, just a normal mom and son eating dinner together. Does he look overstimulated to you? And let's look at that. Does he look overstimulated? Because remember, they were all saying this whole weekend it was just too much for him to go bowling and out to eat and to Costco. I went to Sam's Club last night. Oh yeah, and for the people that say, you know, that you don't go to Sam's Club to buy 4 things, I did. I did last night. I got bottled water, big jug of water, makeup wipes, and something else I can't remember. Can't remember what the other thing was. Something else. Because I've heard that too. He looks just fine. Yeah, eating, right? He showed no signs of overstimulation, right? Just sitting there eating with his mom. Yeah, I mean, it's sad. It's really, really sad to see that video. Now, this is that Texana Fernandez person. And I don't know. I just went to her videos because there wasn't really anything about her. But I saw this video and I was like, huh. What's this one, actually? I forget this one. Oh, this is just her walking around. So this video here is the only one that I've seen that like has to do with the case. Like, you know, these are just all old videos of her, of this lady, I guess. But
and I'm gonna play. You know, listen to this. This is.
So this is Queen Bee, and she's, I guess, reviewing Betty.
Fucking bad. You're a horrible individual. Not only are you a horrible individual, you like literally don't give a rat's ass about a child. You would literally slit a kid's throat for a click of you. And I'm gonna play. You know, listen.
I don't know why. I don't know why she posted that, but she did. Very weird. And then someone in the chat said this, and so I went and looked. It says, in response to TikTok Tony and The Lab. Did The Lab do a video on this? I don't watch him, so. Okay. We'll read the comments in a minute. Caution to YouTubers: before believing unfounded allegations about me, be advised that defamation and slander will be taken seriously. As a certified educator with a master's of arts in diverse learning, autism specialization, I will protect my professional integrity. Tony Mathis has informed the public of false information on the lab on YouTube about me. When was he on the lab? Last night after Seth's? What? We're going to have to do a part 2 and come back tonight. What in the bloody? So was Tony, maybe that's who Tony was texting. My computer is running really slow right now, and it shouldn't be because we have really good internet. Might need to reboot it. Oh, he does want to address the lawsuit. Let's see. We'll go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and watch it. I got a little bit of time. And then there's the link for the lab. So, let me stop sharing my screen real quick because it said that I got the audios off. Wait, what's going on? What's this? Oh, okay. Almost didn't remember how to do it. Okay, so.
And
okay. So this is the lab. If you don't know who he is, don't look into him too much because there's some stuff in his past that's pretty gross that I've heard. But this is the lab, and he's part of the green team and part of Sebastian's army, I guess you would call it. And Tony Mathis, I guess, goes on the show to address the lawsuit, which is funny to me because they wouldn't address it on Seth's live. But now he wants to come right on over here and address it. And look who's in the chat first thing, allegedly with Brittany, because it has to do with drama, of course.
I got to tell you that I have looked at the Facebook of the person that is suing Seth, and I got to tell you that it doesn't seem that we're dealing with a stable individual just kind of from looking at the Facebook. It's very odd and almost obsessive, it seems like.
No,
Tony, how are you? I know you've had a busy day, a lot of driving.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, it doesn't. We just looked at our Facebook page. It literally had one video of Bullhorn Betty on there. We just looked at it. Yeah, he did, Stephanie. He scammed a subscriber. The lab did out of thousands, like 7,800 or something like that. Now, how do you all get your subscribers to be giving you $7,800 is beyond me. I could never take that from a subscriber.
Sir, a busy day, busy night, and it's been one of those weeks on top of that, brother. But thank you for having me on short notice.
It's the same group that comes over here to his. It's like the same group of like 600 to 1,000 people that are following the narrative that Katie did something to her son, and Seth is the best father in the world that never did anything wrong.
I appreciate you.
No problem. No problem. Like I said, anything that I can do, for you guys, whatever you need.
But then there's a small group of us that can see through the bullshit, and they're the ones that are getting sued.
So yeah, what's going on?
So what I want to do is I just want everybody to understand who this lady is. So there is a lady, her name is Texana Fernandez. She lives in Coppers Cove, Texas. I'm not sure how she's affiliated with Chris and Katie, but I do know that she has been seen in court with them, giving Chris documents. It appears that she is serving on his behalf. Again, that's just speculation based on what we've seen. But she showed up at the vigil at
Does that lady look like she could be serving papers and get no
Fallen Brewery? And we had asked for there to be no filming at the vigil for obvious reasons. She showed up. She had a GoPro on. She had a camera in one hand, a phone in the other hand. We had a couple of our ladies go up and politely ask her not to film.
Yeah,
She
we
would
saw that.
Put all the cameras down, and when we walked away, she'd start filming again. She did this 4 or 5 times in a matter of 20 or 30 minutes. We've since done some homework on her and a background check on her. She also lied to the ladies and told them that she was with a group of autistic teachers that were in town to search for Sebastian, and that she was an autistic teacher herself, and she has no background in any sort of teaching or autistic teaching. So, not only was she there to cause trouble, but she was a complete liar.
How
So,
long have you been aware of her?
so we were not aware of her until that day, because we saw her in court after that working with Chris Proudfoot.
Okay.
We saw her come get him in the courtroom, tap him on the shoulder, have him come outside. He goes outside. He comes back in with her and a big folder that she gave him. Her MO was to get Betty in trouble.
Okay.
So
Betty got herself in trouble. Betty got herself in trouble. She is a grown ass woman. She's been arrested 44 times. She knew what she was doing when she was doing it.
We had a couple ladies come outside that are a part of our inner circle, and they had talked to the lady because she was acting odd inside the Fallen Brewery, and they asked her what she was doing there, and she gave them the line again about being an autistic teacher, and then she just kind of cut that all out, and she said, "Look," she said, "what I'm doing here is I'm hoping Bullhorn Betty can get close enough to me that I can say she bumped into me and I can punch her in the face."
She said that out loud.
Out loud. We've got 2 witnesses, and this is going to come out because just to
Who are your witnesses? Your people that'll do anything for you? Dick Dog Tony?
just to cut to the chase, we're going to countersue her on Monday. And
Huh.
we've got a string of affidavits, and we're going to have in-person witnesses, and we're going to go after her for attorney's fees as well.
Look, there's Seth again. There he is.
So
Look, like he's not supposed to be hearing any of this, right? Because it's like Tony, and this is so weird. Why didn't you just talk about this on your own damn live, Seth? This is so fucking weird. Why would you go jump off a panel when you were on a live with 3,000 people in there to go on the lab that had not 3,000 people in his chat? Because you want to be sneaky. That's why. You want to be sneaky, Tony. You don't want that stuff on Seth's page because you don't want people to see it on Seth's page.
the shocking part of this is,
And look at him backing up. What do you mean you're already in the camera, Seth? Hold on. Get back here, Seth. Look at this.
and we've got a string of affidavits, and we're going to
What's
have in-person witnesses, and we're going to go after her for attorney's fees as well. So
Look, he knows
The
he's the
shocking part-
camera and then he backs up.
for this is that Seth Rogers never had any interaction with this lady. We had Seth back under a tree, under an awning, surrounded by vehicles. Mr. and Mrs. E were there. I got their permission to tell you that they can attest that they knew where she was at because she caused trouble the whole time she was there. They knew where Seth was at. He never encountered the woman at all. If she was going to sue somebody, she could have sued one of the ladies that asked her to leave. But what she did instead is she caused so much trouble, she was escorted out by the establishment owner. And a couple of weeks after that, she hired a settlement company, not a law firm, to reach out to the Fallen Brewery and demand money from them or say that she was going to sue them. So she was there to cause complete and utter chaos for Seth, for Betty, for the Fallen Brewery, for the Mutt Motel, everybody.
So they're blaming this on Chris and Katie.
And I mean, what is she alleging?
Ew.
What is she
God.
alleging that
Oh
Seth
my God.
did
Ugh.
for him to be sued?
Tony, that's disgusting. Be more professional. If you're going to be a professional national spokesperson, could you take the dip out of your mouth? It's disgusting.
I have not seen the documents. I heard somebody read them saying that he harassed her or he discriminated against her or whatever.
Nothing like a man spitting in a cup.
Seth didn't own the establishment. The gentleman that owned the establishment's a great guy, and he's the one that asked her to leave after he got multiple complaints about her.
From your
but
people.
This is the same woman that if you go back on her Facebook page, when she left now bear in mind, Seth and Betty had no interaction with her whatsoever. She went back and tried to file charges with the Coppers Cove Police Department, alleging terroristic threats
Huh.
by me and Seth and Betty. And, I don't even know what that means, but I know that
You know what that means. You looked it up. As soon as she said it to you.
nobody threatened her in any way, shape, or form. And I went up to the lady and asked her if she would please quit filming. And that was the extent of the interaction.
And other people witness that?
Absolutely. And if she's got it on camera, it's on camera. But
I hope she has it on
when
camera.
Betty got arrested, she bolted out of there. So, as soon as Betty got arrested, away she went. But
She wasn't the real skinny girl, was she? No, that's not her.
We have witnesses for everything I'm telling you. We have witnesses that she wanted to punch Betty in the face. We had witnesses that she claimed to be an autistic teacher there to search. She's just a mess. And you can scroll through her Facebook there.
I don't think you can sue somebody for them saying, hey, I'm just wanting to see if she'll bump into me so I can punch her in the face. I don't think that's
And
really
see
a threat.
that, she's legitimately a mess.
Yeah, I was. What is this book that she's
So,
published?
there's people that in the real world we say that
In the
have
real world.
some problems because we think they do, but she's actually written a book about being a bipolar mom of her kids.
Mhm.
So, so in her defense, she may have a clinical problem.
Sure, absolutely.
But how she got involved in trying to mess up a father looking for his son, I'll never know. You could speak in private, and we may talk about it again next time we're with Mr. and Mrs. E. But they're not the kind of people that talk bad about anybody. But this lady was a complete and utter mess. She was a troublemaker. She posted the business card. She was trying to imply that she filed charges against us for terroristic threats. And I called the detective that was on the business card and introduced myself, told him what the lady had done. And he said, look, you're wasting my time and yours. He said, there's nobody taking any charges from this lady.
Yeah, I mean, what are the chances? I mean, I'm sure that you're just shooting in the dark here, but I mean, what are the chances that this thing just gets tossed right out?
Well, I don't know that we want it to get tossed out. I think we want to put her on the stand. I think we want to countersue her, and I think we want to teach her a lesson. This lady has caused problems for all of us for quite some time. She's been in multiple different platforms, making comments, making statements that weren't true.
I never heard of her.
And she's, there's a point in time where you have to say, we've been blessed. We have a staff of attorneys that work for us. And, maybe I've got her read all wrong. Maybe she's got a lot of money and a lot of attorneys that work for her. But, I think it's time we find out.
How many? They have one attorney, right? Joseph Lozniak. That guy is going to, how is he going to handle all these cases? He's not. You might want to pony up some money there, Tony Baloney.
Yeah, I mean, when somebody files
And can the lab redo his whole thing, like his whole background? I'm sorry, but Josh, yeah, you need to redo it.
lawsuit, it opens you up for discovery. I don't think a lot of people really understand all the hoops that you really got to jump through when you file a lawsuit, because in essence, I mean, you do have to prove what you're saying.
That's right.
And, all that's allowed on depositions and lawsuits is the truth and not the truth. That's it.
Right.
So, if she's suing you for terroristic threats and things like that, I mean, that seems like a pretty high bar that she would have to prove.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And the, the thing is, Josh, that we not only want to put her through discovery, we've got witnesses that say that, like I said, she was lying about being an autistic teacher and being with a group of other ladies that were searching for Sebastian. But we want her to have to go through a countersuit. As you know, the Frivolous Lawsuit Act, I mean, if you file a frivolous lawsuit and it's deemed to be frivolous, then you're responsible. What happened?
I'm still here.
Hold on just a second, brother.
Yep,
His
still
phone.
can hear you.
Oh my gosh.
Am I still on camera?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay, hold on a second. Something happened.
Oh, we got a Brittany in the house. Tony's acting like Brittany, like he can't do nothing for himself. Uh-oh. Don't lose the mouse.
When was this announced?
Can you guys ever remember a time, other than when it was my fault? You know me, I'd be muting myself and stuff. But can you ever remember a time where my StreamYard went down or like anything like that? It doesn't happen over here. Or like anything with StreamYard. Oh my gosh, I just lost all my tabs. Oh my gosh, I just my whole screen just went black. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that I just,
That
No, it doesn't happen.
Filing
There we
suit.
go.
And did you know that this was coming?
No, we had a bunch of the creators talking about it. So we got online and looked, and
Creators knew
one of the
before you.
creators got a lot more information than what's showing online, which kind of shows you that, some of these creators might they may know what she was up to.
No, they're just sleuthy.
But we just when you file a frivolous lawsuit, if it's deemed to be frivolous, you would be responsible for the defense attorney's fees, and we're those
Just like
fees won't
you
be
are.
cheap. And
Just like you guys are going to be responsible for paying for Granny and Barbecue Ladies attorney fees and all that good stuff, because you guys are going after the wrong people. The wrong people.
the only way to get people to quit doing stuff like this is to do exactly that. Now, we could get it tossed out. She doesn't have any evidence or anything, but
why not go that route? Let me just let me play devil's advocate here. Why not just push this one off to the side if you could?
Well,
I hear what you said earlier. You want to kind of teach her a lesson, and
well,
I wouldn't even disagree with that. But
so Seth is a big boy, and he's not going to file a restraining order against somebody that continues to come into his hometown and cause problems. But he would be perfectly willing to legally go after her so that she stops. And this is a way to make her stop legally. I don't know how you feel, but as a man, I don't feel real comfortable going down and filing a restraining order. So
What?
yeah, I mean, I don't. It just depends. I mean, if there's a threat there, I mean, I don't know if I would have a problem with it, but I guess if it gets thrown out, she could come back with a different suit or try a different.
that's the point. Yeah,
right, a different route, and I understand that as well.
Yeah.
But so when did you find out about this?
So we found out about it really right after his live tonight. There was creators talking about it, and so we went on and did some searching and dug into it a little bit. And I mean, it was within the last hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wow. So, but to your point, I mean, you get it thrown out, and then she files some more charges or files another civil suit or whatever. And, sometimes, I mean, you hope that people, I don't know what the lady's even doing involved in the case. She lives in Texas. She's somehow connected to Chris, but I don't know if that's just that she wants to be a part of something or that she really is connected to him. I'll show Chris a little grace and just say that, she just wants to be in the middle of something. That's what it appears to be.
Yeah, he could know nothing about this.
That's right. Yeah. And so I'm going to assume that
Who wants to be in the middle of a lawsuit?
I mean, he knows about this lady clearly, but
yeah.
It may just be a lady that inserted herself in the case.
Yeah.
And that doesn't like Betty, and it doesn't like us, or doesn't like Seth, or whatever. But it gets to a point where sometimes you have to, use every means you have available to get her to stop. And if that means hitting her in the pocketbook, then that's what it'll be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then,
so this was 12 hours ago. So Brittany goes from Seth's chat to the lab's chat. And I'm assuming she did a live last night. That's probably why you're falling asleep.
I guess another thing is to kind of sets a precedent, when if people file that, it's not just going to be taken lightly,
right?
And that, there will be some pushback from it as
right.
well. And I know, you being a businessman and you're familiar with litigation. This wouldn't be your first time around the block.
It's not my first rodeo.
Yeah, I understand that. But so all this happened at the vid.
What kind of person goes after a man when he's at the worst time of his life? Huh? How about that, Brittany?
Correct.
And so she showed up there under the guise of being supportive.
Yeah, she lied about what she was doing there to make us think she was there for good. And she was asked 4 or 5 different.
No, you asked what she like who she was, and she said she was a teacher for autistic children. That's all she said to you. You said
different times, and we're going to gather the witness list together. And she filed this in Davidson County, which is here. So she's going to have to come here, which will be very convenient for all of our witnesses because all of them other than myself and my wife live here.
She filed it in Montgomery County, you dumbass. We just saw it. Defendant, Seth Rogers. Witness, Montgomery County up here at the top. Clarksville there. You're going to be traveling.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this stuff gets really expensive really fast.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
So, and and we wouldn't even have
to. Here we go. It's expensive to travel to do all these different, go to these different court cases. We're going to need money.
Use our attorneys. We could go to any attorney in Davidson County and let them know what this woman is doing to Seth, and they jump all over it to help him.
Get out of here. If you're paying them. just like any lawyer.
Right.
So wouldn't be hard to find a pro bono attorney to go after her for that.
Right. And so you say you approached her and you asked her to stop filming. Was that what it was?
After 3 different ladies asked her, she
Uh-huh.
was still
He
filming.
did.
Which I think is an absolutely reasonable request.
Yes.
I mean, you're at a prayer vigil. You know, nobody's looking for any trouble.
Right.
And that, you know, you want it to be peaceful. And I think that they should respect that.
But you let a person come that had warrants for them. Okay.
Absolutely. So the owner of the establishment is the one that ultimately asked her to leave. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. Yeah.
And how did that go down? I mean, did she just leave? Was she upset?
She was screaming and hollering. You know,
And how long did it take her to take off?
she was screaming and hollering on the way to her car, and she got in her car and she slammed the door and sped off. And she was in a rental car too.
Mhm.
So we got her tags, but then we found out who she was and we did a deep dive into her. We did a background check on her.
So she came all the way from Texas to the vigil.
Correct.
So this lady just comes from Texas to go to the vigil. They kick her out of the vigil. We don't really know what happened. Why, you know, they kicked her out, probably didn't pay her dues or something. And now this, what the?
Mhm.
So
They
we
do
got
a
her tags,
background
but then we
check?
found out who she was and we did a deep dive into her. We did a background check on her.
So she came all the way from Texas to the vigil,
I'm going to do a background check on you, Tony.
Correct.
assuming maybe she had the best of intentions. Maybe she had something against, you know, Betty or
Seth.
Seth for you know, who knows what her reason is. I mean, you know, people have problems with people all the time. Doesn't mean you
Right.
sue them. And it does seem kind of like one of those lawsuits that it wouldn't get very far, but the countersuit would definitely tie her up in litigation, and she could potentially be hit with damages for quite some time.
Well, and you not only have the attorney's fees, but you know, in the state of Tennessee, we could get her for punitive damages that she's caused the father. I mean, there's just a lot of things there that she's opened herself up to. And we'll find out on Monday what it is that we're entitled to ask for, but we'll ask for everything we can ask for. And you know, obviously, anything over and above attorney's fees, the attorneys would be working pro bono, of course, but you know, they would get their fees paid for in this case. So if anything over and above that would be used to buy more signs and whatnot, you know, for the good. We would turn bad money good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what. So is it just Seth the one that's named in this?
Yeah, and Seth's the only one of our inner circle that never even came close to her. Well, Betty never came close to her either.
Mhm.
You know, we had a couple of the ladies.
They didn't have an interaction at all.
None. I mean, they weren't even within 50 feet of each other.
So they never.
Because they had the business, you had a parking lot, and then on the other side of the parking lot, you had a tree that was kind of providing shade. So
Yeah.
we used the tree and an easy up tent, and then moved all the vehicles and backed them up around it because we had a charcoal grill, and we kind of built everything around a comfortable place for Seth to be. And then we would walk back and forth to play with the dogs or what have you. But Seth stayed with us, of course.
Go to the brewery and get a beer or two.
Chris and Katie aren't facing any litigation at all that we know of from anybody, correct?
Not that I know of.
Well, this lady,
because I mean, I can't imagine, suing the parents, either side. To be honest with you, it doesn't really.
says right here, I've noticed a lot of the interstate signs have been removed. Okay, Ava, whatever. Maybe they have. Maybe people in the true crime community are sick of paying for them when we know that his dad just made over $1,000 in super chats on a live.
Make much
That's not counting the 12 or the 17,000 views he got and all of the memberships.
sense, and I don't know what damages you would want to be collecting during.
Well, look, I mean, I'll say this about Seth, and I'll say it about Chris and Katie. Until we know that somebody's definitively guilty, I think it's a very, very classless move to be filing a frivolous civil suit against a parent of a missing child, whichever that parent may be.
Sure.
And
Sure,
some of the channels that don't support us, have said some things the past few days that were good. I heard one lady say that, you don't bring people's children into things. You don't try to make a child look bad.
Well, you don't. No one's ever tried to make Sebastian look bad, in my opinion.
We had a creator tonight that he was doing a call-in show, and he's typically not supported us or hardly ever supported us, but he was in our chat tonight, and he was there for being a good dude, and nobody booted him out. Nobody punted him. He was
That
allowed
was
to stay and
golly.
be there for the right reasons. And, he had a call-in show tonight. People could call in and give Sebastian a message. I mean, we don't even all have to like each other, right? But if we're doing good, I mean, we're not trying to poke at people that are doing good, but this lady's not done any good.
Yeah, I have noticed over the last few days, and even I've been attacked and done some talking myself. I'm not above
You weren't attacked. The truth was just put out.
that usually, but at the same time, to me, that there are clear lines in the sand that you don't cross. You don't bring people's family into it. You don't bring people's children into it. I've heard people going after mothers. I've heard people going after children. And it just needs to stop. And I got to be honest with you. I think that YouTube needs to do a better job of making sure that stuff stops. I mean, they really, really have this strict terms of service that they put out there, but it's almost never enforced. Almost never enforced. And there are so many streams that could be taken down. There's so many channels that could be taken down. And YouTube's not going to listen to somebody like me, but if there is anybody that reviews this stream at any point from YouTube, this needs to stop. It's got to stop.
Right. Well, there's some
my gosh.
legislation that they're working on that's going to put a screeching halt to that. So you might want to stay tuned for that.
I mean, it can't happen soon enough, to be honest with you. Like I said, I kind of come from the podcast world of, if you're going to talk trash, you're going to talk directly to the person that you're talking about.
Podcast?
Everything is about them and you.
A podcast, you're going to directly talk to them. You can't even turn a camera on a podcast. In my opinion, and I usually have my camera on, that's why I'm saying this. When I have something to say to somebody, you best believe my camera will be on and I will be looking directly into the camera so that person knows I am talking about them.
It goes.
Some of the people that are in this chat, it's blowing my mind. I mean, it's blowing my mind that they're agreeing with this stuff.
Further than that, and it doesn't go outside of that. And I mean, what you're saying here is that this lady who shows up to the vigil, she didn't even have an interaction with Seth. How do you sue somebody for that?
Yeah, she was not even within 50 feet of him. It was at least probably 75 feet between where we were set up and where she walked in and hung around. And we had a group of people watching her, of course, because she showed what she was all about. So we had our eye on her the entire time she was there. And when she went inside the establishment and sat down, one of the ladies went up and talked to her, and she told one of the ladies that she was really there to, try to get a shot at Betty. And her exact words were she wanted to get close enough to her that she would bump into her so she could punch her in the face.
Yeah, and you said that there are witnesses that heard that, and it sounds like that's something.
So if she punched her in the face, she would go to jail. Does that make sense to you? I mean, unless this lady's bonkers, crazy, who is going to travel out of state to go punch somebody to go to jail in another state?
That maybe she showed up.
Maybe the hate's really there.
Or maybe that was her intention all along. You said she had 3 different cameras. Was she filming with all 3 of them at the same time?
Yeah. So she had a GoPro strapped to her chest.
The solar plexus.
Yes, the solar plexus. And then she had a camera in one hand and her phone in the other hand.
So
I don't know what. I mean, you're all getting the same angle, right?
It kind of feels, well, you might as well put one on one side for one side of your ribs and then the other one, and then you got the solar right down the middle. I don't know. That seems excessive, and obviously it sounds like there's a child missing here, folks. And I know that there's money at stake. I know there's reputation at stake. I know that
money at stake. What money is at stake? What did he just say? Thanks, Grits. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a part 2 on this thing. My mind's gonna be blown. I'm gonna be thinking about this today, and I'll be thinking about like things that I've heard, and I know I'm gonna have to come back tonight and be like, okay, wait a minute, what did we just listen to?
Fine Sebastian for maybe the reward money, whatever the reasons are. There's a lot of things that go into this. And I know when there's money involved, when there's reputation involved, things go sideways fast. And this has gone sideways. It's gone about as sideways as I've ever seen.
It went sideways before there was even a freaking reward over $3,500.
And that's, to be honest with you, I don't cover this case that often anymore. I did heavily at the beginning, but it wasn't like this. And even brushing shoulders with people in the case when you talk to somebody or talk about, I have communications with people in this case that I never talk about. I don't bring it up on the air. It's nobody's business.
Right.
And so I just really, but I do want to say that I feel that this has just gone way off the rails.
And we really had hopes tonight that, and again, watching this one creator come on our live and then go do a live with call-in birthday wishes. I mean, we had really kind of hoped that when you sit back and you put yourself, if you've got a child and you put yourself in that parent's shoes, your child is missing, and this is their first birthday in their life that they are not with you.
Yeah.
That you would sit back and think about some of the stuff that's going on and how it's unnecessary. And it might, not make everybody like each other all of a sudden, but at least make everybody kind of say, hey, let's get back to focusing on what this is about. Right. But, then as soon as we get done with our live, boom, we've got this lady, doing what she's been doing for months now. And I mean, you scroll down through her Facebook page, and I mean, she's dedicated her whole life to trying to come after people that she's never met in person.
Yeah.
Not one time.
I looked at it, and it is disturbing to see the sort of the obsession. I can see it kind of over and over. I get being into the case, and I know that a lot of people follow this case day in and day out for obvious reasons. And most of the people that follow this case are good-hearted folk that just want Sebastian found. Tomorrow's Sebastian's birthday, and on the eve of his birthday, we're talking about a lawsuit being filed against his father. Somebody that you guys say had no interact. I wasn't there, but I take you at your word. You say there are witnesses there. I believe that.
We know who these witnesses are going to be, right? They're going to be the freaking TikTok girls that were there hanging out with Tony, all those kind of people. Seth will probably be a witness. Betty.
They're suing the father of a missing child.
I mean, I'm not saying the lady's right, but
so I don't understand how that can
Hold
even
on,
be.
Seth, are you in there? Come here for a second, buddy.
put your game away for a minute.
You know what this Texana Fernandez lady looks like, right? You've seen a picture of her?
I vaguely remember her at the vigil.
Yeah. Can you see him, Josh?
Yeah, I see him.
Did you ever even get within 50 foot of this woman?
I don't believe so. I pointed her out because I saw her with the camera, and everybody else went to ask her to leave. The reason we had the vigil there was because it was private property and we didn't want anybody filming it. So she got mad about that and started a lawsuit.
Every restaurant is private property or bar, but if the public was allowed to be there, she had every right to be there.
Against the fallen brewery.
You never even had words with her, spoke to her, nothing, correct? So I mean, there was no interaction. I mean, the closest he might have got to her, Josh, is if he would have walked into the establishment to use the restroom. If she happened to have been sitting in there, then he might have been within 20 feet of her, right?
Because when I walked into the establishment, she was on the back picnic table.
Okay. He said even when he walked in, she was out there with the dogs. So, everybody had their eye on her because she was causing a problem.
Yeah, and this Michelle Lay here, I don't know. I've seen
Michelle's one of the witnesses.
Okay, so it says I will personally say that this lady's absolutely crazy scary. She purposely came to that vigil to start drama. Sebastian deserves so much more. I will second those sentiments, and thank you. That's from a witness that witnessed it, and I appreciate your super chat. Let me see here.
But
so
yeah, she's
Seth,
definitely one of the witnesses.
By the way, I wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your live tonight. It was very heartfelt, and it was gut wrenching, to be honest. As a father, I'm speechless. I'm really sorry that this is all happening.
I want my son home.
I know you do. I know.
Well, Josh, it's been a long night, brother. I can't tell you how much we appreciate you letting us use your platform.
No problem, man. Anytime.
And if you've got any other questions about this lawsuit or anything else, you know how to get a hold of me.
Absolutely. And thank you guys so much for showing up. I'm sure this will be circulated. Use it with the best of intentions, please. I have no problem with that. As long as, be fair and be kind. Let's just stop. Just be kind. Let's do that. And I can do a better job of that myself. I really can. And I'm going to try to. I really think that This has gotten so ridiculous. And happy birthday, Sebastian. Miracles happen every day. You could get a phone call tonight. I hope that that's the case, that he's alive and well and coming home. So let's be kind. I appreciate it, Tony.
Thank you again, Josh. You guys have a good night. Appreciate your chat, your audience, and your moderators. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Take care. All right. So there it is. Tony has to come on. He said he had something to say. I was in the dark about it. And
So basically, I guess Tony and Seth just go around to different people's YouTube channels and they're like, hey, can we use your platform for the night? I just don't get it. It's just make a second channel like everyone else does to bitch and complain. I mean, really, because that's what all that he just did right there was just complain. Now, I don't know if this lady is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. She probably is. She could be. I don't know her. I don't know. She could have been there with the best of intentions. I think that if someone's going to drive from Texas to Tennessee, they probably genuinely care about the case. I would assume that. That's just my assumption. But we'll find out more, The court will decide. Yes, exactly, Chivo. The court will decide. So, yes, Marie, really. Yeah. Granny, are you going live today? I hope you are. Come on, Josh, we can hear that fake crying. We all know you do so well, Mary. I think we all heard that. Oh, man. And exactly, Northern Yankee. That's exactly why they didn't want people to be filming, because they wanted all of the footage for themselves to disseminate it around to their green team, their, Sebastian's army. They don't want somebody that's not a part of their team to get any footage, because if they got footage, then, that wouldn't be good. That just wouldn't be good, because then they wouldn't have it. It's just, it's insanity to me. But, oh, you don't think they were good? See, I don't know. Maybe she did want to go there to beat up Betty. Yeah. I know. I almost didn't go live today just because of that reason. But then I was like, oh, it was so early. I was like, I'm going to go live this morning. But yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not, make sure you clip that and get that video, because we don't want anyone taking that crap down. So then, oh man, I can't believe it. So then Brittany and them went over the video last night and just destroyed it. I'm gonna have to go over there and no, I'm not. I can't handle it. I can't listen to it unless someone's reviewing. I'll wait for someone to review, maybe Nonsense will review today. But I am going to jump off of here. Thank you guys so much for spending a little bit of your morning with me. I do really appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. We will, there aren't any new updates that because I've been looking for the shooter for the CEO, Brian Thompson. I haven't seen any updates, but I'm going to keep my eye out and I'll let you know if I do see anything. Let me go to Twitter really quick, or X, just to see if anything pops up. I don't see anything. Okay. Just before the heart. Okay, yeah, and then just the video. So. Okay, then. What the heck? This kid climbed 19-story building on fire to save his bedridden mother. Wow. Look at this. Let me see if I can get it. Look at this guy. Now this is a son. This is a real son right here. Look at this. Look at him. He literally is scaling the building to get his mama. 19 stories high.
Man scaling a 19-story burning building in Philadelphia with the hopes of reaching his mother trapped inside.
I'm not just going to sit there and let my mom die. I'd rather risk my life
Yeah.
than let her sit in there and die.
Yeah, he's climbing all the way up the outside of the building.
Sometime after 9:30 p.m., Jermaine received
at
a call
that
from his
big.
sister saying his 65-year-old immobile mother couldn't make it out of her apartment on the 15th floor. Jermaine rushed to the scene, but police had blocked off the front door.
They said they was like, the elevator's not working. I'm like, no problem. I'll take the steps. I just want to go make sure my mother is sick. She bedridden. So I need to get up there.
But police wouldn't let Jermaine in. So despite having fractured his hip earlier that day,
Oh my
Jermaine
gosh.
let adrenaline take over, climbing the building's fenced-in balconies, wire cutters in hand.
I was going to cut a hole in the fence to next door and then, to let her go through.
The fire was contained by the time he reached his mother's floor. She reassured him from the balcony that she was okay, and back down he went.
Was she yelling at you because you climbed outside?
She was more shocked. She really not, she don't be surprised at things I do that. She knows.
That's the sweetest thing I've ever. I love at the end of the lives doing something, having something just to take off the craziness of the life. That is so sweet. Oh my gosh. Now that is the kind of boy that you want to have as a son. And then his mama said she's fine. He said, so I climbed back down. Like what? Like, why didn't you just cut through your mom's gate and just be with mama? You know what I mean? To stay with your mom. He just was like, okay, bye, mom. Climb back down. That building was huge. I think any of us would probably do that for our loved one, though. Yeah, boy, if you don't take your ass back down. She was like, what are you doing here? Man. Wow. That's amazing. We needed that. Okay. Well, thank you guys for being here tonight and today, and I do appreciate it. Hopefully you have a beautiful Saturday and you go enjoy it. I'm going to go see what we're doing today. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to go hang out with the dogs. I'm going to give them extra 11s. But thank you guys so much. I'll be back tonight. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel for all things true crime, and I will see you guys later this evening at 9:15. Bye, guys.